Up next, we got Chaz Skelly and Mark Striegl. Now, the thing I love about this fight is you just got two guys with identical records, but just completely different stories, right? I remember reading an article about Chaz Skelly for the last little while. For the last half decade, he's been through quite a bit health wise and other things. It's really nice to see him get back into the octagon. And you think back to like 2014, 2016 when he was a very real UFC prospect, but since 2017 he's only fought twice. 2019 he fought Jordan Griffin, came away with a win. There was the Bobby Moffett fight, but for me it's always been the health. And if he's coming into this fight even close to 100%, I think that there is a version of Chaz Skelly that we're gonna miss going into the fight, and that we're gonna see as we watch the fight, because the way Chaz Skelly fights is, that durability, outlast the strikers and then start to really wear on them with some grappling and clinch work, and maybe look for some late, second round, third round submissions. I think that's the version of Chaz Skelly that we've always gotten used to. His striking was always improving to keep himself in the fight. I think in this case, you got a guy like Mark Striegl who, I've used this term before, but that pandemic bubble type fighter that's come into the UFC with a big opportunity. I mean, Nurmagomedov isn't the debut you'd probably ask for with the UFC, but he came in, got his feet wet. Now he gets to kind of really start to use a full training camp and have an opponent that might not have the same weight as a Nurmagomedov family member. But in this case, I really do think that Chaz Skelly has an edge. I think that the grappling and all-around MMA skill is going to be something that does show here. And if he is, like I said, close to 100%, that durability, even if he's not doing so well in the beginning, to outlast his opponents and start to find opportunities in that second and third round for submissions and groundwork and just overall control time is really where you want to see him take the fight. And in Striegel's case, it's like I said, he got his feet wet. Now he's training at the MMA lab. He's going to get some really good training partners. Now all of a sudden, he's starting to live a UFC life. And I think that's where this fight is a lot closer than this line probably suggests. And for me, I'm going with Skelly's about a minus 150, just based on name, experience, and potential momentum going into this fight. It's going to be something that him and his team are going to be looking forward to quite a bit. So I see a lot of overall happiness coming from that. And again, I just think this is a really tough fight to call. So we're going to go Skelly's a minus 150 here. And there he is. Chaz Skelly opens the minus 210, drops to about a minus 200 even everywhere. And then you got Striegl coming as a plus 170, but now he's about a plus 160, plus 165 in between there for the most part. And you can see clearly the underdog who it is there. And Chaz Skelly, if this fight was 4 years ago in the exact same circumstance, that's maybe a minus 300 line. But I think with everything that's happened, very fair line. Mine was even lower. So good luck to both guys. I think they're both in a position where they have a lot to prove, and it's going to be an interesting fight just based on that.